Hey, Buttercup. Hey, Scapegoat. Yeah, Buttercup, you were almost here before I was. Hey, Eric. Kristen Tapeland. I will be visiting my mom. I have the day off, so yeah, I'll use the opportunity to visit my mom. I'll be picking up her present this week. Go stream after. Yeah, probably. Depends a little bit on what time I get home. But yeah, I imagine I will probably stream. What again? Nothing yet. Saying I will pick it up this week. I'll be getting her chocolates. I'm gonna pick her up some chocolates from Laura Secord. Laura Secord is a Canadian chocolate store, chocolate brand. Sounds like a lingerie brand. It's not. It is chocolate. Also pick her up. I'll also pick her up a small bottle of liqueur. Shit, I forget what I always get her for that. I don't think it's Bailey's. Similar to Bailey's, but I don't think it is actually Bailey's that I get her. Like it's the same kind of liqueur that I always get her. Just like something she can have with some coffee. She doesn't actually put it in the coffee. She'll have like a little, while she drinks coffee, she'll also drink the liqueur. So that is what I will be getting her. And I'm also going to be depositing my inheritance check. Because my inheritance has come in the mail. Woo! But it's just like chocolate. She does. No, she definitely likes chocolate. And yes, exceptionally yay. Will she stop liking it by the time she gets it? That seems dubious. Yeah, somehow I don't really see her deciding she doesn't like chocolate anymore. That's anyway. Yeah. So now that it has arrived, I have to have chocolate every day. I don't have to have it. I like having Viva Puffs. Viva Puffs are just like they're just a nice thing to have. Anyway, now that my inheritance money's got here, I now need to figure out. I now need to decide how long I want to stay at, how much longer I want to stay at my current place. At least a couple hours. Yeah, I mean it's because I will be like I'm gonna be quitting soon. It's just can I hang on until the end of the year? Can I hang on at my current job until the end of the year? Is sort of what it's coming down to. Because I don't know. I would feel bad. I would feel a little bit bad quitting, during the Christmas season when it is a bit busier. Plus, between Christmas Day, Boxing Day, and New Year's Day, that's 3 paid days off right there. Like three, like I'm not like all 3 of those are days that I'm not working, which I will still get paid for. That's easier when you can walk away at any time. I mean, there's also like this sense of I don't need to do this shit anymore. I can fucking quit now. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, I do like the idea of getting paid for 3 days that I don't even work. But on the other hand, I could just fucking quit. Because I do hate this job. I know, I know. Any job I hate is gonna suck. But I am getting close to I had a lot of money. I walked off a job without a word one day when I got yelled at for forgetting my uniform hat. Yeah, job I have, it has been burning me out. At least with this job, you don't have to leave home. Yeah, yeah. I mean, it's remote. I like the fact that it's remote. That's like the one good thing about it is that it is a remote job. Actually, two good things about it. It's not remote, and I don't have to worry about fucking sales. I don't have to worry about selling shit. Hey, I know you're calling in because you can't afford the you can't afford your bills, but have you considered increasing your services and paying more? I know you can't afford what you're paying now, but have you considered paying even more? Fucking hate that with other customer service jobs. Another remote job? Probably. Would I consider a stair lift? I mean, I don't need one, so yeah, I imagine like remote jobs are what I'll sort of primarily focus on. I might also look more for some library jobs, but again, the issue with those is it needs to be full time, and there's just not a lot of those. Or like the full time library jobs generally require a master's degree. It sucks, but the only full time library jobs out there require master's degrees. Yeah. I don't know. I might try looking for some other stuff. Full time YouTube streamer. I would not make nearly enough. Yeah, super chat. Part time library, part time CSR. I'd rather not. I actually did was looking at local jobs earlier. There was one that actually looked kind of interesting to me. The assistant for local school board, which I don't know. The issue is I don't like kids. Hey, Vanna. Like, I don't know if I'd have to be dealing with kids, and I don't like kids. And I imagine I would have to deal with some. Yeah, as an office assistant. Paid $26 an hour, was just pretty damn good. Line 2 happened. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Plus training days. Higher the wage, the more money you make. Yeah. Yeah, that particular job would be enough for me, would actually be enough for me to live off of. I was thinking about it the other day, and in order for me to be able to just survive, like on my own in like a one in like just a no in a bachelor apartment, yeah, like just to be able to meet the monthly bills without having to dip into savings, I need to be making around $500 a month more than I'm making now. So like $3,000 a month. $36,000 a year would be enough for me as one person to survive. And it's like, why is $36,000 a year an apparently unfucking reasonable thing to expect to be paid? It just sucks that like that's all it is. 36,000 a year. It's not that much. It's genuinely not a huge amount of money. But good fucking luck finding. Yeah, just sucks. Wish I could get paid more. One of these days, I need to double check again how much I am getting paid. I feel like it's 18 something an hour that I make. It's Canadian currency hard to counterfeit. It is. It actually is very difficult to counterfeit. It's got like some hologram shit on there. Plus, there's the smell. I think it's mostly for larger currencies like 50s and 100s. They have a distinct smell. They've got like a little bit of a maple syrup smell, like a little bit of a maple smell to them. Seriously, it's a real thing. I believe it is. They don't what? Okay, I was wrong. I it so I was wrong mostly. So what happened is back in 2011, uh, there's an introduction of polymer notes, banknotes, and that material can retain smells. And then they feature, and then they've got images of maple trees on them, maple leaves on them. So it's hey, Uncle Buck. So it's the materials used do smell a little bit. Our quarters smell like Uncle Buck, who smells like maple. And yeah, a lot of people, a lot of Canadians thought they smelled like maple or like maple syrup. So it's not actually true. It's just they kind of do though. They kind of do. I think it depends. I think it probably depends a little bit on the bill you get and everything, but oh, I thought it did. I know John Candy smelled like maple syrup. Regardless, anyway, yeah. I feel like I have noticed a mapley smell on some plastic things. Sometimes, yeah. Toys I used to have, yeah. So it's not like it's not like a deliberate, like it's not like the banks are deliberately making the money smell like maple syrup. It's just, it kind of does. Some of it kind of does. I don't know what we're talking about. Right now, we're talking about Canadian money. And what is apparently a myth that it smells like maple syrup. It apparently doesn't. I thought it did. I genuinely thought it did. But apparently it doesn't. And I find myself vaguely disappointed about that, actually. You guys still use coins? Sure. We got rid of pennies. We don't use pennies anymore, but nickels, dimes, quarters, loonies, and toonies. Loonies are $1 coins. Toonies are $2 coins. Do your nickels smell like wood? No. No, I'm pretty sure they smell like nickel. Azalea Banks said Grimes smells like a roll of nickels. I could believe it. People use toonies regularly. Yeah. Yeah, toonies are pretty common. Tiny toonies. Loonies and toonies, yep. Loonies for the one... Because... So, I fucking hate how fucking Simpsons this is. So, a loonie. It's a $1 coin. American $2 bills are kind of a relic, but I don't know why. So, yeah. The $1 coin has an image of a Canadian loon on it. So, everyone in Canada just decided it's a loonie. Which is such a fucking, like... Give me 2 B's for the fairy. I said, whatever. Now, back in those days, nickels had pictures of bees on them. Give me 5 B's for a quarter, we'd say. Dumb lad ass duck geese things. Yep. Is Canada real? It fucking... There are times where I think about, like, there are times where I think about things about Canada. And it's like, how are we a fucking real country? How are we a real fucking country? The Moonies believe that biblically Eve had sex with Satan. I mean, can you blame her? Moonies. That is not another Canadian coin. Moonies are a cult. The Moonies were a cult. Canadians ever invade the Eskimos? First of all, we stopped calling them Eskimos a long time ago. Inuit. We started calling them the Inuit a long time ago. Beyond that, we absolutely treated the Inuit like shit. We still do. We still treat them like shit. Anyway, as far as my favorite cult goes, I don't know that I haven't really read up enough on cults. I haven't read up enough on enough cults to have a favorite. Or the Inuit part of the native land of Canada. So the Inuit specifically are native to like northern Canada. Hey Zach, Nathan needs to get free casinos. And also get treated like shit. In Alaska. Yeah. Yeah, the Inuit are native to like the northern region. Northern Canada and yeah, into Alaska. Hey, color purple. Yes, they are like Native Americans in that they are, the indigenous people. They are the people who are indigenous to this land. It's just they like it refers specifically to up north. So yeah, we've got the First Nations refers to the Native people, Indigenous people of pretty significant portion of Canada. And then up north specifically, you got the Inuit, and then there are Indigenous people in other parts of Canada who have their own tribes. Elementary school, we had Native Americans come to our school with teepees and talk about culture. There were also powwow shows a lot of random people went to. Do you have a weird culture like that? Yeah. Yeah, I mean, we've got, you know, I don't really remember much in particular for like any First Nations people coming to my school or anything like that. It's possible that it might just be because my school kind of, I don't want to say it sucked, but it might just be like it was just, they just didn't come to my school. We did learn a little bit about First Nations, but not a lot. I don't think it wasn't something we learned much about. I don't know if it was weird for them. Maybe a little. I mean, they do like a lot of them do, or at least the ones who go to schools do it because they do want to spread their culture. They do want to teach people about their culture. I imagine there is also a little bit of it being weird, a little bit having to perform their culture is probably a little bit weird. I'm John Redcorn. Yeah, I don't really remember really learning much about them in school. A little bit here and there, but like I don't remember any like special days of them coming in or anything. And long pause. Anyway. '60s Scoop was a period in which a series of policies were enacted in Canada. Enabled child welfare authorities take Indigenous children from their families and be used for placement in foster homes, where they would be adopted by families. Yep. Yep. Oh, that's within living history. So, I mean, it's one of those things where it's like, there are some people who want to pretend that, that kind of thing is in the past, but it's within living history that things that vile were being done. Like there's still a lot of bullshit that goes on today. It's police don't really take seriously any crimes committed against Indigenous people. Don't really do much to investigate that sort of thing. Hospital bed I was in was voice activated. When I get up, there was a phrase that said "long pause." Ah, okay. I was trying to find an article about one particular guy. Kind of pushed away for all that. Described in the paper like an animal that's domesticated. Yeah. Yeah, that is how Indigenous people used to be treated. Like how it used to be sort of considered. Savages needing to be civilized. But yeah, I mean, even today, like crimes against Indigenous people are barely investigated. Um, they're not really given the support they need for for surviving. Treaty agreements routinely get ignored in favor of whatever will make corporations money. There is a bipartisan disdain for Indigenous people. They just don't want to outside police. I mean, it's complicated. I mean, like a big example was there have been a bunch of Indigenous women, First Nations women that have gone missing, and it is believed that a lot of their bodies ended up in a landfill, which the RCMP just refused to search. So I mean, it's things like that. Even things where like, even when they do ask the police to help out, police are like, no. They don't really care. And that's when the police aren't harassing, abusing, and occasionally straight up fucking murdering the indigenous people themselves. What was the thing that was called? Starlight Tours. That's what it was called. Investigating crimes that they don't have technology for against violent crimes. It's just they don't really. I don't think the police really care. Yeah, Starlight Tours from Saskatoon. That was a thing in the 90s and 2000s. So, yeah, I mean, just 20 years ago that was happening. So yeah, it's fucked up. It is fucked up. Anywho, a few days ago I bought the Final Fantasy VIII, or not Final Fantasy, Romance of the Three Kingdoms 8 remake. So, been playing that a little bit over the past couple days. I do enjoy those games. Made me think of it. I mean, probably pretty soon. Anyway, I'll be spending more time live than usual this week. Because I've got Tuesday booked off. So I'll be going live on Tuesday. And that'll affect my shower schedule. So I will also probably be going live on Friday. So that'll be six lives in a row. What about Thursday? Wednesday, Thursday? Oh yeah. Wednesday, Thursday, my normal live days. Wednesday I will be going over my mom's, assuming the weather isn't utterly fucking miserable again. I was gonna visit my mom last Wednesday. Friday, gotta go live on Friday. I'm on Tuesday and Friday. Tuesday, I don't know. Evening sometime. Friday it'll be 2:30 in the morning. Friday I will be working, so it will be 2:30 in the morning again. Weather actually looks like it might be kind of shitty again on this Wednesday. Rain and snow. That's. Suppose we'll wait and see. I will probably go to my mom's on. I will probably visit my mom on. Wednesday. I will probably visit my mom on Wednesday, but it will depend a little bit on the weather. You're in Canada in the winter. That's always the forecast. Well, I mean, like last Wednesday, it was just sort of like miserable. It was raining pretty heavily. Tuesday actually looks pretty nice. High of 8, low of 0. Cloudy, but no rain forecast for Tuesday. So I'm looking up for Tuesday. Yeah, since I will be going over, since I am probably going to my mom's on Wednesday, I'll probably be a bit late. 9 or 10, 9 or 10 o'clock that I come live. You'll see me earlier than that. How menacing. Because I'm at your mom's. All right. Fair enough. Fair enough. For a moment, I thought you were implying something very different, Buttercup. Yeah. You won't be late. Usually wake up during the middle of your Wednesday lives. Yep, I hope you will be there at a reasonable time. But we'll see. We'll see what even counts as reasonable. Never seem to miss these late lives. I appreciate that, Uncle Buck. I always appreciate people who are here at 2:30 in the morning Eastern time. It might be time for me to end the stream so I can make myself some rice. Make my din din. Gotta make my din din. So thanks for coming. And rice, half green pepper, half an onion, and sweet and sour sauce. Precisely, Buttercup. Precisely. So. You hear that? Did you hear that crack? Ooh. That cannot be good. I don't know if you heard those. I don't know if you heard it cracking, but that can't be good. Anyway. Old. Yep. So. Good night, everybody. See you tomorrow.